the Horn of Africa. 2 weeks ago, Eritrea celebrated 25 years of independence from Ethiopia. As you guys know, the two countries fought a war that lasted 3 decades. More than 570,000 people died during that war. 570,000 human beings. They fought another one from 1998 to 2000. About 100,000 people died in that one. Still, you can tell that there is tension between the two countries. Even though they both signed an agreement on cessation of hostility in June of 2000, both countries have failed to uphold their agreement. It's as if both are preparing for war. I don't know. So when Eritrea celebrated 25 years of independence recently, Ethiopia claimed that Eritrean government provoked them with some statements that they made. So they launched an attack on Eritrea at the border. Soldiers of the two countries were fighting each other for 2 days. Now you would think that these two people would say, wait a minute, why do we keep killing ourselves? Instead, they are fighting over who killed the most people. I mean, Eritrea said they killed 200 Ethiopians. Ethiopia said, no, it's a lie, we killed more. I was like, what? And then an Ethiopian minister said, if Eritrea is not careful, they will attack again. I said, why? Why? Sometimes I'm ashamed of myself as an African. I clearly don't know the depth of the conflict between Ethiopia and Eritrea. I don't. But for God's sake, this is 2016. Is this how we will continue? Ethiopia and just be killing each other like that? Whatever your differences may be, war is never pretty. The people that were killed that weekend when Ethiopia attacked Eritrea, the people that were killed on both sides, do we know who they are? Do we know how their family members are doing right now? These big people in power are not the ones out there on the field risking their lives, but they are arguing over who killed the most people. Seriously, what is the use of all these international organizations, the UN, the AU, if they just stand by and let these people kill each other? They are not intervening in any way. Meanwhile, more people are fleeing from this region. Last month alone, more than 1,000 East Africans drowned in the Mediterranean Sea. More than 1,000. Imagine 1,000 people in a room. Just try to, I don't know the population of your mosque or your church, but that should help you to be able to imagine 1,000 people. And all of them drowned. They drowned from Ethiopia, from Eritrea, from Sudan. These people were looking for asylum in Europe, anywhere. In fact, asylum anywhere. 19 Ethiopians suffocated to death last week on their way to Southern Africa. I'm thinking that South Africa is where they are going. The truck was carrying 100 Ethiopians. By the time they got to the Democratic Republic of Congo, 19 of them had suffocated to death. And it's because home is no longer conducive. They were looking for a better life. I mean, there's no freedom of press in either Ethiopia or Eritrea, and you can't just protest what the government is doing. Last week, Human Rights Watch said that between November of last year and now, Ethiopian government has killed more than 400 of their own citizens in a crackdown on protesters in the Oromia region. You guys know that they are trying to extend Addis Ababa. They are driving the Oromia people out. So people are protesting and police are killing them. Not only that, they've arrested tens of thousands of protesters in Ethiopia. So many people have been jailed for years. Something is wrong. Serious, something is wrong. And you know, those of us that are not from the Horn of Africa, we can hardly differentiate between an Eritrean and an Ethiopian. Like seriously, enough is enough. You guys are brothers and sisters. You used to be one country. You guys have way too many things in common. Please, let peace reign. Let peace reign. But you guys not doing much. Guess what? I'm just kidding.